You won't believe what happened when the HOA towed my truck. Turns out they didn't realize they were messing with the fire chief and it was emergency equipment. This isn't just a towing mistake. This is about misjudging who you're dealing with. When the rules don't apply to you, they sure do apply to me. And this time, they're about to find out just how serious things can get. It was an ordinary day when I got a call that my truck had been towed. My first thought? Maybe it's some sort of misunderstanding, but I had no idea just how deep this was about to go. I head over to the towing yard and the clerk tells me my truck was parked illegally according to the HOA's guidelines. I pause for a second and then I tell them, "You don't realize what you've just done." The worker looks confused, so I tell him, "I'm the fire chief here." The reality starts to sink in, and I could see the realization in his eyes. The truck wasn't just a vehicle, it was emergency equipment. But here's the twist. The HOA had no idea. Now let's get this straight. When you're dealing with something as serious as emergency equipment, those rules they apply to everyone else don't apply to me. The towing company didn't just tow a random truck, they towed something that was essential in case of a fire, medical emergency, or anything that could potentially put lives at risk. But that wasn't even the worst part. As I dug deeper, I realized this wasn't a simple parking issue. It was personal. The HOA had been harassing me for months over trivial things, paint colors, grass length, you name it. They thought they could just push me around, but when they towed that truck, they pushed too far. They didn't just tow a truck, they towed the very thing that could save someone's life in an emergency. What followed was an absolute mess. I made some calls to the right people and brought in a legal team. The towing company didn't have the proper permission to tow an emergency vehicle. The HOA, they didn't even realize they were breaking the law. But the best part? They had to pay for the towing fees, the damages, and deal with the consequences of their own ignorance. The moral of the story is this. When you think you're just following a rule, make sure you're not stepping on the wrong toes. You never know when you're dealing with someone who knows how to turn the tables. So, to the HOA that towed my truck, remember this. I'm the fire chief, and this is about saving lives, not just parking spaces. And next time, maybe you'll think twice before messing with someone who holds the keys to emergencies.